Hi everybody, my name is Maya Luisa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about pregnancy, body image, and weight gain during pregnancy, all that good stuff. So right now, I am currently 6 months pregnant. So you hear me a little bit out of breath, you know what it is. It can be sometimes just as I'm talking, sometimes my body has to catch up with me, so bear with me. This is my second pregnancy, and so I really wanted to talk to you just about how to find ways to navigate this period of time as your body is going through rapid changes, and how to hold on to a feeling of inner peace, a feeling of awareness and acceptance of these rapid changes your body is going through. So again, this is my second pregnancy, and just to give you a background, in my first pregnancy I gained about 40 something pounds, but I gave birth pretty early. My baby came early, so I didn't even make it to the full 40 weeks, and I gained a significant amount of weight. And I am a dancer, so my whole job, my career, my life, my lifestyle is centered around my body, is centered around how it looks, how it feels, how it moves. So I know that for some of us, going through pregnancy or going through an extreme weight gain period of time where you gain a lot of weight can cause you just tremendous anxiety, and just going through and feeling like out of control. And it's hard, especially as dancers, when you feel out of control with something that's going on with your body, because your body is your lifestyle. And so, that can be really challenging. And as a dancer, during my first pregnancy, I actually had to stop dancing because of the panini happened. I had to close my dance studio, and it was just so many things. I didn't really know how to switch to online yet, and I was like so sick. I got sick every day. I would throw up every day. I had a very hard pregnancy my first time. Very hard. And so I struggled with buying maternity clothes, because let's be honest, maternity clothes are ugly. I haven't found anything that's super cute, you know what I mean? I didn't like them. And so in my refusal to buy maternity clothes, I was trying to fit into my old clothes, couldn't fit into them, and every day was a struggle to get dressed. Every day was I don't fit into my old clothes. And I think I was still trying to maintain my sense of self, my sense of who I am, who the woman that I've built myself so many years to be. And I felt like I was losing her. And that's why I was trying to hold on to my old clothes so I could just be connected to something that I already knew, because this new motherhood thing was unknown territory I had never gone to. But what I did know was my old clothes, especially the ones I got. I used to get clothes in Colombia, and in Colombia they make clothes dancing clothes, lycra, and they make it very well manufactured in Colombia as well as Brazil. I had a lot of lycra pants and the cute latest styles. And when you buy them there, they only come in one size. It's one size fits most. So it wasn't fitting my body as a pregnant woman. So I was very frustrated. I went through a lot. And finally my mom was like, look, get you some. She actually bought me some maternity clothes. She was like, girl, just relinquish control. And actually, one of the things that stuck out to me was I think I was 5 months pregnant with my first, and my mom came over to my house, and I'll never forget, I was like, my body, I was saying something like, my body this and my body that, and my mom was like, my body? No, no, no. She was like, it's not my body anymore, it's our body. She was like, that's, your body doesn't belong just to you anymore, it's you and your baby. And she couldn't have been more right, because your baby takes over your body and becomes, your body is their first home. And afterwards, it's their restaurant, their playground, their bed. You know, your body becomes, it transforms to so many other things other than what it was before. And so that is real. And so with rapid weight gain, it can be extremely painful, especially when you look at old pictures, like how my waistline and I was so small. But I actually have a history of struggling with weight because I was always thick and I was always in the dance world. And you know, sometimes you go to audition, before they would even let me dance, they would look at my body and be like, no. You know, I went through a lot of that. And finally, I think, you know, it started when I was 12, because I wanted to actually be a professional ballerina. And I was at an Ailey, and I was studying really hard, ballet and all that. And she told me, she was like, with you, my body frame, the width of my hips was so wide that I would never make it as a ballerina. So I've always had to really go through things with my body. Also being a model, I've been told so many things about my weight. I should do Pilates, I should get a boob job. One manager was like, I can't manage you unless you get your breasts enhanced. So like, I've been through so much. But finally, I think when I was 23, I really relinquished all of that. And I was just like, I don't want to fit into anyone's mold of like what society thinks I should be or what has come before me. I really found my strength when I went to Cuba for the first time. I was 23. And in Cuba, they have a different outlook on being thick and being bigger. And I was also in the folkloric world. So with folkloric dance, you don't have to be like ballerina thin. You can be a bit more human. You could be a woman and have curves and have different body types. As long as you can dance, you will get work as a folkloric dancer. And that, you know, switched, because I was like, well, let me focus on the technique. Let me focus on the rhythm. And once I put my focus on the rhythm and the feeling of the dance, I embraced my body and I embraced who I was, because I was able to transform into the folkloric story and use my body to tell a story, as opposed to like in ballet, my body was just viewed differently and viewed as like, had to look into a certain aesthetic that already existed. In folkloric world, you can explore and be creative and be yourself, and you bring yourself and your energy and your unique ashe, your unique life force to the dance. And ballet was different. You had to like really conform more, I would say. And also in Cuba is different. Like, I mean, I could say it's even similar in some ways to African American culture, where like being thick in the right place is good. Or being thick in general is good. And Cuba, I know like they will say, oh, ay, tú estás gorda. And that's like a compliment. She's saying, oh, you fat. But it's like, oh, no, you living good. You eating. You're probably in love. Like, it can mean so many things. Tú estás gorda. It's like a compliment. And that also helped really to switch my mind. When I was 23, that's when I entered the folklore world with Orisha dancing. And that's when I finally embraced my body. Finally. You know, it's also when I crowned Oshun, and Oshun is known for just being awake and alive in her body and existing in the body. And it helped me to bring self-acceptance of my body and really like love my body just the way it is. And so Orisha dance helped with that, especially dancing Oshun. And for all of the Orishas, and you just transmit that energy, that power, the passion. So that was my history of battling with the body image. You know, again, I went through a lot of pain in my early 20s and definitely in my teens. But now, when I got back to my first pregnancy, lots of changes happen rapidly. And with pregnancy, it really is a roller coaster. And as a dancer during my first pregnancy, not dancing as much as I normally do, because before I got pregnant, I would dance for 8 classes a week. And then I went to only teaching 1 class. So I wasn't as in tune with my body. I wasn't as internal. I wasn't as centered in my body. So the pregnancy was happening to me. It was like an invasion. It was like complete transformation. So at the end of my pregnancy, I got Kegels. You know what Kegels are? Is when your calf muscle just slides into your foot. You don't have an ankle. You know, I had severe preeclampsia. So my body swelled up really, really big. And was very challenging for me because I wasn't sure, was my body ever going to be the same? And I remember after I gave birth, had to have an emergency C-section. So not only was my body swollen to a huge amount, I was also cut open. And I remember after I got home from the hospital, I looked in the mirror and could not even recognize myself. And I broke down. Tears streaming down my face, a total breakdown. I didn't recognize my body. And my work is my body. My life is inside my body. And I didn't recognize her. Especially all those years working as a model, like, it was very difficult. So what did I do? I took all of my clothes. Loca. I took all of my clothes, all my beautiful, you know, fluorescent clothes from Brazil, from Colombia. I took them in a bag and I threw them away. Because all my crop tops, I took them in a bag and I threw them away. Because I was like, I will probably never fit this again. And I do regret doing that because I threw away a lot of cute stuff. But in the moment, I was so frustrated. I was like, I just need to make room and not have any reminders of who I was, because I can't fit those clothes anymore. And I will never, like, it's a death. I will never be her. And I threw them away. So those are like unhealthy ways of dealing with the change in your body and the change in your body image and how we see ourselves as pregnant people. And so a lot has changed for me mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually from this birth to from my last time I gave birth to this pregnancy now. And I wanted to just share with you my transformation and what has been helping me. So in this pregnancy, it's a lot different. I'm in a better mental space of acceptance, but I do acknowledge that acceptance has come from my ability to dance during my pregnancy, my ability to literally make it 100% priority that I do my prenatal yoga, that I do whatever I can to get into my body so that it's just my heartbeat and my baby. And that cultivates inner strength. That cultivates an internal strength that grows from within. So no matter what's happening outside, no matter the weight gain, the changes that are happening, I'm now in harmony with those changes because I'm cultivating my inner strength. And I'm having these moments of being in the body and being able to feel my internal world. Being able to feel like, oh, my hips are getting bigger. Well, how does this feel? And it's like your brain has time to process. I'm growing fat, growing fat on my hips, growing fat on my legs. This is good because it's helping my baby to grow. It's helping my baby to be stronger. It's the symphony of hormones that are happening naturally in my body that are helping to create this life and to make this baby healthy. And so it brings like a slow drip in your brain of awareness and then acceptance. But if you don't take those times to have that like inner work and that inner guidance and the time to really cultivate the strength within, then again the pregnancy just happens to you and it's like, oh my god, it's too much. But taking that time where the most important thing right now is my breath, my baby, my body. All the other things that are happening in the world are happening. That's fine. Let that be over there. But what's happening within and tapping within, cultivating that inner strength has helped me tremendously. I still haven't really bought maternity clothes. But like I'm wearing this, it's a dress. I did buy some dresses and stuff. And just accepting, yeah, this is my new body. It's a whole lot different. But as I grow, I'm getting stronger. As I grow bigger, I'm getting stronger because my body is getting bigger to hold a bigger baby because the baby's growing, and it just really, really is an acceptance and a cultivation of the inner work, the inner strength. And once you cultivate that, the rest helps. It's so much easier. So right now I'm currently 6 months pregnant. I've gained a lot of weight. I've gained about 40 pounds. And I'm okay with that because I feel strong and I feel in part of the symphony of these hormones. I don't feel like it's just happening to me. I feel like I'm a part of this orchestra. And that helps so much. It really, really does. And then I also like tap into, other cultures. If you look at, in Cuba, different places, ancient tantric temples, all the women were thick. They had hips. They had little guts. They had big breasts. They had all the curves. And that is the beauty of being a woman. It's those curves. It's the softness. It's the jelly. It's the juice. And I know that this society is so obsessed with stomach being on fly y toda esa cosa. But it's like, man. I mean, also too, I'm a belly dancer, so like belly dancers, traditional belly dancers, they have a belly. They have a belly to shake, and they shake it. I had a teacher from Egypt. She was a big woman, beautiful dancer, and I loved the way she moved. It was like so strong, so feminine. And so take a look around at other cultures and their aesthetic for beauty, so help you to expand yours. And a friend of mine was talking about like not wanting to look at your old pictures. I have lots of pictures. I used to dance samba, and my samba costume is a bikini, you know. And I love looking at those pictures because I love that that was me. It might not be me in the future, or it might, but I don't feel bad when I see them. I'm in a different space. I'm growing a whole human. I'm huge. I love it though, you know, because I feel strong. But I think that those old pictures honestly make me proud of who I am. Like if I could get there at some point in my life and be that strong and, you know, just solid, and my dancing is so focused, it makes me proud because I know that somewhere within me, she's still there. Like that strength, that determination. Granted, she didn't have 2 kids, but you know, that part is not dead. That part is still alive. I still have the ability to dance and to be focused and to be like so driven. It's just gonna look a lot different because 2 babies have come from my body. But I'm proud of the work that I've done, and I'm proud of the work that I'm going to do, especially having my 2 children watching me. It's like more motivation. More motivation to be stronger, more motivation to be more focused because they're watching you. So every time that I practice my yoga, I make sure my son sees that. I make sure he sees a healthy lifestyle. And I'm not just telling him, but I'm showing him and embodying, you know, the health that I want him to have for his life. Getting on the mat, stretching, being focused, doing your meditation, drinking your water. It's very important to drink water. So cultivate your inner strength. Cultivate and expand your sense of beauty and body for you. Look at other cultures and see what their sense of beauty is to expand yours. And do the inner work, because your inner strength will help to navigate whatever happens outside of your life, whatever is happening outside. As long as your inner compass, your inner GPS, and your heart is all aligned in the right place, anyone could say anything to you. But you have that inner strength to be like, psh, psh, I know what's right for me. I know that I'm beautiful. I know that I'm strong. I know that I can get where I need to go. The most important thing is to be healthy. To be healthy. To be strong. So I hope this video has helped you in some way. And please like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be making more videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.